Kansas City Kings are a nationally ranked competitive community basketball team. The Kids Prep team was started by Matt Bolig in 2017 through Midwest Adaptive Sports. In starting the prep program, Matt created an opportunity for young athletes to participate in the sport of basketball. The three teams, kids, teens, and adults, practice in preparation for nationals in Wichita, Kansas. Matt Bolig is a lifelong athlete. He grew up playing basketball and football, as well as skiing and other outdoor sports.
Matt does a lot of coaching now. I coached junior teams before. He's really developing it in Kansas City area, where the whole metro area is bringing kids, and there's kids coming from miles and miles away.
Josh Bailey is the other prep team coach and shares Matt's adoration for the team.
Basically, Matt approached me a few years ago, and because I've been retired for a long time from doing this, and I came back and met with Matt, and he's like, "Hey, you should come play basketball with us." I was like, "Okay," and I got here early, and I saw him trying to practice with the kids, and I asked him, "Hey, you need help with that?" He's like, "Hey, yeah." So here I am, 3 years later.
Nah, we created a family. I mean, I'm their, I don't want to call myself their dad, but it's definitely like a father figure, and then they're like my kids. Yeah, right. And then they're like my kids. I mean, I don't have any kids right now, but I can tell you that I would take a bullet for every one of those kids, and hope the best for them and see it through it to their adulthood and on.
The three teams under the Kansas City Kings are Kids Prep, Teens Varsity, and Adults in Division II. Nationals host the championships of the top 16 teams in Prep, Varsity, and Division I through Division III.
We're going to nationals here in a couple weeks, so hopefully we can come out on top there, and then the first step will be completed, but then seeing these guys and gals through to their other careers is kind of the end goal, see what they do with it.
All three teams practice for months in preparation for nationals in Wichita, Kansas.
That was pretty good because we're undefeated. We're number one in the nation, so we're pretty good.
The Prep division came to nationals ranked first in their division in 2021, and they finished the tournament in 5th place. This year, they're hoping to take home the gold.
I don't know if there's been an undefeated team before. I haven't done my research yet, but I want these kids to be perfect. It'd be a lot of fun for them to be perfect, and it would really put that cherry on top for all their hard work in the last 5 years of learning the sport and seeing how far they've actually come.
The Division II and varsity teams also traveled and competed in the tournament, hosted by the National Wheelchair Basketball Association.
So it'll be my actual first nationals in all the years of playing. So it's exciting, and we're looking to go win. So.
We've got the national tournament coming up. I think we're the number 8 seed in Division II right now, and so we've only had a couple of tournaments, but it's been fun.
There's a lot on the line going into nationals, but every player has their motivation and what drives them.
Basketball has honestly changed my life. Before basketball, I was very insecure, very anxious, very depressed. I was always in my head. But when I started playing and I started doing the right things with like gameplay and skills, and my coach would call it out and be like, "Hey, you're doing really good," it gave me a really big boost of confidence.
I was always, like I said, played with my friends on the recess court at school growing up and stuff, but it's just different, I was the only disabled kid, and we played horse and stuff, but you couldn't really get a competitive game going, and so then being able to get in a chair and being around, a bunch of other people who have the same, issues that you do, and the same, disabilities, and just a whole range of, you see so many different things. It's just gives you a different perspective on life. It's kind of fun to be around more people that are like you, and I mean, it's just, it's been, had a great impact on my life.
I was born with spina bifida. That's a birth defect from obviously birth. You know, and it just, you don't get the experiences like you would as a kid playing sports, growing up, you know, doing different things. There's a challenge. So, you know, I've been very fortunate to be in a family and been raised and to where we don't let that stuff stop us. Challenges, we take it head on. You know, everybody's got their own issues and challenges, and you know, everybody's not perfect. You just try to make the best of the situation.
But we lost the game because we were all these like 9 or 10. We were still growing up. It was like we scored like 20 points. The other team had like 30, and yeah, it was fun getting to know each other more since we were still younger. I have good friends. We build teamwork. We hang out. I don't feel like alone. I actually have people to hang out with.
Before I started playing any sports in general, I saw my wheelchair as more of a limit, as some people would see it. But now that I'm playing like a sport with a team, I'm now seeing that my chair is more than a limit. It's actually a type of freedom.
I always loved being competitive. I loved sports my whole life, so.
The NWBA Nationals Tournament began March 31st of 2022 at Wichita Hoops. The Division II adults team played against Charlotte Rolling Hornets, with Noble Paralympian Gail Gang on the opposing team. D2 finished the tournament in third place.
Final results of the D2 semifinal. Charlotte Rolling Hornets 51 and the Kansas City Kings 28.
Varsity teams played 4 games, winning 3 but losing in a gut-wrenching battle against their rivals Minnesota. They placed 5th in the tournament overall. The Kings Prep team entered Nationals as the team to beat, undefeated at 25-0. They played their first game against the LWSRA Hawks from Illinois. Beating the team 42-25. Their next game on day 1 of the 3-day tournament was versus the Cincinnati Dragons. KC Kings brings home another win, this time with a 50-point lead. The Kings then played in the semifinal game.
Nothing much other than just stay loose. They're giving us 8 minutes instead of 10 now. So go ahead and shoot around, stay loose, get some water immediately.
Brookfield, Wisconsin Bucks and the Kings battle it out for a final result of 38-27 in favor of the Kings.
Good game, let's go.
The Kings are now just one step closer to becoming basketball royalty.
The championship game, and we're gonna win.
It's now day 3 of the Wichita Nationals tournament. The Kings will play their rivals for the first time this season. The prep team has been dominating each of their opponents thus far.
Congratulations to your prep national champions, the Kansas City Kings!
It feels like it's a storybook ending. I mean, we've been doing this for 5 years. I've had these kids since they couldn't even dribble the ball. 3 years ago, I think we scored 4 points the whole entire year. So their hard work and dedication really shows on the court, and then it's also building our program. So honestly, it feels like the best day ever. They've played well all year long. We had a really good challenger in Charlotte. We had to make some adjustments, which we really didn't do in some of the other games, but they came out strong and ready to play us. So having the adjustments and then seeing our kids execute that, it meant the world to me, and it's really excited. I don't know. This is a dream that I had 5 years ago when I left Mizzou and came to Kansas City to start a team. And I told my mom and I told the kids, I was like, if we just stick to it and we keep practicing, their talent was evident from the very beginning, and that we were going to win a national championship. And that's why I said it's a storybook ending. I mean, we've had chapters and chapters, and here we are at the final game, and we were able to pull it out. So it means a lot. It means a lot to me.
So proud of you guys, dude. So proud.